for learning complete sentences, or I should say, they're not ready for learning conversations in the same way that a level 3, 4, or 5 student would be able to learn a conversation. So instead of a conversation, these younger kids are learning songs because they learn best through music and singing. They're really good at picking up on these tunes, and they have got really catchy songs for winter camp. So it's perfect for the younger ages. I should also say it's very fun to teach too. I like to teach the songs. It makes it feel like I'm just having fun. Like it's not really, this isn't work. It's just for fun. So they learn songs. When are they offering winter camp? Well, it's already started, obviously. January 22nd through March 31st is when they're offering winter camp for students. So what that usually means is that that's when they can actually sign up for their first winter camp class, but there are only 8 classes, so they might start January 2nd and then they're finished with winter camp within 2 weeks possibly, or it might drag out, or they could start winter camp at the end of March, and then it'll just finish. They'll finish all of their winter camp classes. So you might see winter camp for a few months. Also, who is it available for? All students. All students can take winter camp. Doesn't matter if they're level 1 or level 6. Okay, one thing you guys might have noticed about winter camp is that it's an interactive lesson. How many of you guys before today have taught level 1 classes? Anybody certified for level 1? A few of you guys, yeah? So you would have already seen this, right? That wasn't a big surprise to you when you saw these lessons come up. Those of you who have never taught level 1, this might have been the first time that you saw our interactive functions. Yeah? Wow. So my guess is for the future, I think that they're probably going to be turning all of our lessons eventually into interactive lessons. And I hope so, because if you've ever taught a lesson with interactive, you know that it's a lot more engaging, it's very dynamic, it's very fun, and the possibilities are endless. So let's talk about what that means. The first thing is that when you log in to the class, and it'll throw you off the first time, is that the lesson will just automatically load for you. And so you go to click on docs and it just like, it all of a sudden loads up. So that's one difference that you'll notice right away. With your mouse control, you can actually pick up objects on the screen and move them around. You can actually, if I have this bird right here, the bird can move and they can match to the shadows. So that's pretty fun. That's different and new. You can turn your student's mouse off. That's probably one of my favorite features for little level 1 kids, right? Down at the bottom of this screenshot, you can see the little icon for the mouse. You can just turn it off. I do that sometimes if I need them to just focus on me or focus on the song, and it's not time to be dragging or dropping or drawing. But then remember to turn it back on again, because that can really confuse the kids if you forget. Like, wait, what? You could also delete the draw lines. You can restore the slide. The difference is that we're used to being able to just clear the whole screen all in one shot, right? But now you are just deleting one line at a time, and then you have to click on slide restore to get the whole thing to go back to the way it was. There's also a timer in the corner here. You can set it for, I believe it's 15 seconds, 30 seconds, and 60 seconds. You could use that for a fun game if you want to just see if they can do it really, really fast. Okay, you've got 15 seconds, and then they just go. Yeah, and so there's a trash can in the corner of this one. The nice thing about the interactive lessons is that there's all these little visual cues, so you kind of know what to expect. If you see a trash can, that means that they can drag an object down to the trash can, and if they let go, it will just disappear. So that's what's going on in this one here. They must have already made all the objects disappear because I don't see any objects to drag, but that would be what you do there. Then there's a gallery. So you have these pieces of food, and you can drag them out of the little gallery and put them somewhere onto the plate in this example. And then sometimes there's a bunch of fruit. And so if they don't fit, there's only 4 at one time. So if they don't fit, there's a little scroll you can scroll through, and there's a bunch of options. So that's another option you can do. You could also play sounds. This is the coolest part, I feel like, to these interactive lessons, is that you can play music or sound effects or a short audio of a phonic sound, igloo. And that can come in handy sometimes in your lesson. So the short audio would be just like this one right here. It's a little circle, push play. It's a very short little clip. The long audio is going to look, they don't have a screenshot of this one, but it has more of like a long, you can see that it's an actual song. Pretty fun. So for example, oh, there it is. There, I knew it was going to be there. So at the very bottom, that's the long clip because this is an actual song. So it's got the music, the singing. So pretty cool.